Okay. Good morning, everybody. Thank you for joining us. This is a regular meeting of the Select Board's licensing panel. The Select Board is the chief executive body of the town of Brookline. It approves all licenses issued by the town. This is the opportunity for where licenses require a hearing or another meeting to just have that hearing or another meeting, give the public the opportunity to raise any issues. Give us the opportunity to raise any issues, questions, or concerns. How this usually works is if there are no issues, substantive issues raised, the licenses that are being discussed here will go on the Select Board's miscellaneous or consent agenda. What that means is they'll be voted on at the Select Board's next meeting as part of a big package that with no discussion. And that will be next Tuesday night, and you don't have to appear at that meeting. If there is an issue or problem or concern, then the Select Board will ask you to come in to that Select Board meeting on Tuesday night and just talk to the board about whatever the issues are. But the goal here is to be efficient as possible. So we will move through our agenda as quick as we can here. First, we do have an announcement. The town has a number of all alcohol licenses, a limited number of all alcohol licenses, limited by local and state law. We are announcing that there are now 2 all alcohol licenses available for the sale of consumption off premises. So package store licenses. There are now 2 available in the town of Brookline. So we're making that announcement official at this meeting today. Applicants wishing to apply for that should follow the rules listed on the town's website, and because obviously alcohol is regulated by the state, the ABCC. Next, we do have a standard public comment period at these meetings. This is for folks who want to make a comment about something that's either not on the agenda or that is on the agenda but not listed as a public hearing. So you can see there are 2 public hearings on the agenda today, and then there are a number of change of manager or alternate manager applications. So if you have a comment on one of those, you're not the applicant, or if you have a comment more broadly about the town's licensing, we allow people to speak for 3 minutes at these as part of public comment. We ask that you identify yourself with your full name and either your address, your business or home address, or your Brookline precinct number. We don't require you to turn off your camera, but we think it's fine if you do. We prefer you do. If you have questions, we can try to answer them here, but more often what happens is we will try to follow up with you offline. So this is the public comment period. We'll open that public comment period. If you would like to speak, if you're in the room, you can raise your hand. If you are online, please use the raise hand feature on Zoom. We have 12 online participants, 1 in the room. I don't see anyone raising their hands, so we will close the public comment period. Next on the agenda is approval of meeting minutes from January 21st, 2026. Any comments or changes to those minutes?
I had just sent an email a couple minutes ago to Rachel, and I copied you with a couple of minor corrections to item 5, just stylistic, not that.
Got it. Thank you. It's spelling, and then the reference to select board is the board. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Rochelle, are you okay with that? Okay. Okay, so as amended, we'll move approval of those minutes. So I'll call the roll. Rochelle Morrison.
Aye.
Michael Rubenstein.
Aye.
Jonathan Simpson is absent, and I will vote aye. Okay. Next, we have a grant of location, Kent Street. This is a public hearing. It's a question of approving the petition of NStar Electric Company, doing business as Eversource Energy, for permission to construct and for a location for a pole on Kent Street, approximately 25 feet north of existing pole 91/8, north of the intersection of Station Street on the east side. Who do we have on this application?
Good morning, it's Emmy McSweeney.
Good morning.
How are you today?
Good, thank you. Yourself?
Good. Very well, thank you. We respectfully request that this gets moved to the next hearing. There is a little more discussion that needs to happen.
Okay. That will be next month. Is that okay?
That would be fine.
Okay, we will postpone this one to the next meeting. If you are here on this and wish to speak, just be known, we are accepting the request to have it be postponed.
All right.
Uh, Thank you. Next item on the agenda is a grant of location on Summit Avenue. Question of approving the petition for Verizon New England for permission to construct a location for an underground conduit, Summit Avenue, running northeasterly and southeasterly from pole P1A opposite Atherton Road, a distance of about 125 feet to manhole MH38/386. Who do we have on this application?
This is Ranjita Prabhu, representing Verizon New England.
Okay, good morning. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, so Verizon is requesting to place one new 4-inch conduit, approximately 125 feet from an existing manhole located at the intersection of Beacon Street and Summit Ave to an existing pole 1A right on the north of 161 Summit Ave. This is required to provide new services in the area.
Okay, see you're gonna do some curb to curb mill and overlay on Summit, right at Atherton Road there. So that entire section will be closed while you're working.
Yeah, yep.
And you have a police detail as necessary to redirect traffic around there.
Correct.
About how long will the work take?
I would estimate probably around 1 week, pending no roadblocks and stuff like that.
Okay. I noticed that on your application, it says no road closures, but obviously there is going to be a road closure here. Between, both in terms of access. How is access going to be handled between Atherton and Summit?
I do not have the traffic plan yet, but I will discuss it with Verizon and see what they come up with.
Thank God, I mean, it's along the shoulder, so that the actual conduit work should be relatively lowering deck, so we able to just walk off the area that they need to work in. But when they do the curb to curb, the mill and overlay, they'll be quick and they'll come to a mill fast. I expect that they should be able to keep traffic for a short time. They might be blocked, but they should be able to keep things moving through there. But then when they pave, they want to block it off for some period of time until the pave concludes.
I was gonna say, how long do you think?
That should be fairly quick. Those 5 days, I think, is that maybe that seems like a very long time to put the 125 feet in, but the actual milling and paving should be real quick.
Like a day?
Yeah, I would expect a day. But I think, yeah, because they'll take out what's there and then just pave the actual plot.
Okay. I'm concerned that the application says one thing, right? It says no road closure, but we are going to see at least some road closure there. And
They could pave half and then come back and do the other side, let it flow on one side. So yeah, I think.
All right, that's my concern, is that we don't have a situation where Atherton and Summit are there's no connection there. Because I think, amongst other things, then the only people who got notice are the ones that are the direct buyers, and you got all those other houses on Atherton. They're gonna be upset if it's closed even for a short period of time and we didn't tell them.
Okay.
So other questions from the panel?
So this is all happening on the north side of Beacon Street.
Yeah.
So the MBTA is not in.
No.
Is not. Okay. Got it. Yeah, I agree with you. We need to get a clearer understanding of what the traffic closures are, and we need to inform all of the affected residents, not just the traffic abutters.
Yeah. I think what I'd like to do, well, let's have a public hearing. If members of the public want to be heard on this.
Okay.
This is a public hearing. Members of the public wish to be heard on this application. You can use the hand raise feature if you're on Zoom. Okay. This problem, I'm sorry, but I think what we're gonna have to do here is continue this public hearing and have this come back. I just want a firm road closure plan from Verizon.
Okay.
Or a guarantee that as Mr. Murphy said, that you're not gonna close that you're gonna you're gonna do the mill and overlay in such a way that the road doesn't have to be closed for, any significant period of time. Because otherwise, and if you decide the road does need to be closed, what we would like you to do is inform the residents who would be impacted on Atherton Street so that they have notice and can come back for the public hearing if they need to be, because it is going to impact them.
Okay.
Again, sorry for the inconvenience, but this
No worries.
situation we gotta address here.
Okay.
So why don't you plan on how urgent is this work? Just Verizon, it says starting within 30 days, so I imagine it's not mission critical. But do you need to come back sooner than a month, or what's your need here?
Anytime you mention it, we can come back.
Okay, we're not having you come back at the March hearing then, and hopefully these issues will be ironed out.
Okay.
Again, apologies. I just, the last thing I want for you, for Verizon, is for you to start this work and for residents to be calling for you to stop it. So it's 5 days.
I understand. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, we will continue that public hearing to the next meeting of the licensing panel. Next, change in manager of record for 1353 Beacon Street. Question of approving the application of a change of manager from Annie J. Liu to Zihang Yu at 1353 Beacon Street, Brookline, Mass. Who do we have on that application?
Yes, good morning, Mr. Chair. My name is Attorney Russell Chen. I'm here representing the applicant, Dayu LLC, which does business as Kung Fu Kitchen.
What can you tell us about this change in management?
The applicant has had a change in its structure. It was originally a corporation and is converting to an LLC. There'll be a change in the ownership and management. And so that is the reason for the request.
Okay. Zihang Yu is certified in the safe service of alcohol and crowd management.
He is. He's also a local resident in Medford, Massachusetts.
Right. Yeah, he's familiar with the request that or the requirement that either a manager or alternate manager be on site, so that in the event that there's an issue, if the police have to come in, that they know who to talk to.
Yes, correct. He's familiar with all of the rules and regulations of the ABCC, as well as the town of Brookline and the Commonwealth of Massachusetts.
Great.
Regarding the service of alcohol.
Thank you. Other questions from members of the panel?
No.
All right, I think we can recommend approval of this application on the board's miscellaneous agenda. Thank you, Attorney Chen.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chair, members of the board. Have a good day.
Use you. Next, the item 7. Question of approving the applications for alternate managers, Samantha Nicole Prey and Duresh Pameshwari for New England Treatment Access LLC, DBA Netta at 160 Washington Street, Brookline, Mass. Who do we have on this application?
Hi, sorry, Scott Murphy here for Netta. Normally Nicole does this, but she's on vacation right now.
Got it. Good morning. What can you tell us about this, the alternate manager applications here?
We have 2 alternative managers that we would like approval for, similar to the other managers we've done. All managers have been trained specifically on the Brookline inspection and the CCC regulations and the special permit conditions of Brookline.
Great, and they're trained in product control, chain of custody, and so forth.
They have all that training, as well as the state requires responsible vendor training, which is licensed through the state, and all employees are required to have that training as well. That training covers stuff like checking IDs, product limits, and the regular regulations.
Great. I will note that we received late in the game, but so it's not in the public packet, but will be posted after this meeting. Approvals from the police department for both of these, or recommended approvals from the police department for both of these applications. Any other questions from members of the panel?
No.
All right, we can recommend approval of this as part of the board's miscellaneous agenda. Thank you.
Thank
Mr.
you,
Murphy.
guys. Thank you.
Take care. Next, question of approving the application of an alternate manager, Jacob Darnell Pierce for Stoked Pizza Brookline LLC, DBA Stoked Pizza Wood Fire Company at 1632 Beacon Street. Who do we have on this application?
Yes, we have myself, Jacob Pierce, and then we also have my boss, which is Torm Miller.
Good morning. How are you?
Good morning. How are you doing? I'm doing pretty good myself.
Good. Thank you for joining us. Mr. Pierce, you are certified in the safe service of alcohol and crowd management?
Yes.
Great. You've submitted fingerprints to the police department?
Yes, I've done that as well.
Great. Other questions from members of the panel?
Nope.
You know the rules about managers in Brookline, someone, either an alternate manager or the manager has to be on the property. Just in the event that someone comes in and needs to speak to someone in charge.
Yes.
All right, great. I think we can recommend approval of this part of the board's miscellaneous agenda next meeting.
All
Thank
right.
you for your time, Mr. Pierce.
Of course. Thank you so much.
Next, question of approving the application of an alternate manager, Christian Andy Paul for Cantina Hospitality LLC, DBA Taco Bell at 276, 278 Harvard Street. Who do we have on this application? Oh, I'm sorry, this was withdrawn, right? This application was withdrawn. Thank you. With that concludes the agenda for this meeting of the licensing panel. We will meet again next month. Thank you all very much for your time.